Dun dun dun! Triumphant return. How's everybody doing? Glad you're here. What a couple days it has been on my side. Holy F. So, I want to apologize to everybody for not being able to stream yesterday. I wasn't quite expecting that. But I went to start the stream and the software I used just decided not to start the stream. So I went on a big long quest trying to find some other software to use. I think I found something that's gonna work better long term, but it's gonna take me a while to get everything set up. Luckily, my old software just randomly started working again, so that's why we're streaming today, even though I don't have the other one figured out yet. Hopefully, once we get to the end of this week, I'll use the off time, the days that we're not streaming, to get the new one all figured out, up to speed and everything, and then we'll be able to just shift over and hopefully not have to worry about the crap that Streamlabs puts me through. But I'll say this though, I do think that this is actually going to end up being better in the long run, because the new software has a lot of cool things that I think will make the stream even better, more entertaining, a lot more things I can do with it, and customize and all kinds of stuff like that. So it's gonna take me a while to get it all set up, but once I get it all set up, I think we'll be in a better a better position after that. But either way, sorry I couldn't get the stream going yesterday. I tried. I sat here for the same amount of time that I would have streamed trying to figure out the software stuff. It just wasn't in the cards for that day. On the bright side, the OKC Thunder won their first game in round 2, so that was fun. At least I got to watch that a little bit when I wasn't staring at the computer screen, which was actually most of the game, honestly. So, yeah. It's pretty, it was a pretty sucky day, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty sucky day. But we're back now. We're playing Demon Souls, by the way, in case you couldn't tell by the giant Demon Souls behind me, or below me if you're watching this on mobile. So today, we were supposed to stream Demon Souls yesterday. We'll stream it today, and then but tomorrow, for the last stream of the week, we're gonna check out a new indie Souls-like called Crimson Oath. It is basically a blend of all the Souls games put together. So it has the Sekiro deflect, it has the Bloodborne gun parry, it has Dark Souls type combat, and it has even some stuff from other Souls-likes, like some Thymesia mechanics thrown in, and some things of its own. So it's pretty cool. I played the demo of it several months back now, but I think it's worth checking out. Support the indies, show them some love when we can, and I think it's actually going to be a pretty cool little take on the Soulsborne blend, if you will. So what's up? What's the score? How you doing, bud? Is it on console or Steam only? I believe it's Steam only right now. Let me search for it on PlayStation real fast. I don't think it's on. I think it's Steam only, because it's like a 3-person team, I think. Very small team. I don't think they pushed it out to anything other than Steam. Let's see. Crimson Oath. We're actually gonna watch the trailer to the game on the news break tonight. So stick around for that. That way you guys can kind of see what it is we're going to be streaming for tomorrow's stream. Crimson Moon. So this is actually one that looks interesting too, but it's not even out yet. But I have been keeping my eye on that one. That one actually looks kind of interesting. I'm going to wishlist that while we're here. But Crimson Oath, it does not look like it's on console. So I think it's Steam only. We're Steam only. Maybe they'll make it console if they get enough support behind the game and whatever. It's gonna be fun though. I'm excited. I really enjoyed the demo. I enjoyed playing through the demo. So now that the full release has come out, I think I'm ready to jump in and give it a shot. The full polished game, you know what I mean? Doing good, man. Started my Saros run tonight. Played for an hour. Loving it. Nice. Nice. I was actually playing Saros, so I would have started the stream on time, just so you guys know. I wasn't late on purpose. But my son burned the F out of his hand on the stove. So I was, you know, trying to doctor him up till my wife got home. So while I was waiting for her to get home and just kind of sitting here making sure that he was doing good and everything, I played a little bit of Saros while I was just chilling. And yeah, still a ton of fun. Still a ton of fun. Loving it. Speaking of things I love, the opposite is this. Oh, look at this. Wow. Look at where we're at. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited to hate my life all over again. 2 hours of depression. Are you guys ready? I know I am. Where's that little... Oh, yeah. See, he's just chilling. Off you go. Alright, at least he full on died. Ooh, shut up! I want his corpse off of my friggin' platform. I don't even want his corpse around me. That's how upset I am. They freaking love that attack, dude. They love that attack, boys. They love that attack. Alright, he dead? Alright, he dead? Where's the ones that are... There's 2 of them over there. No, there's 3 of them. Let the pain begin. So you watched Control game preview. What do you think? I thought it was pretty cool. I might have to put that one on my list, honestly. I'm surprised I hadn't seen more of it till just now, you know? Oh, God. I'll bait the stab. I feel like somebody's coming over here. Watch them. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought, you know, they love to just send random enemies at you. Like, sometimes they won't be able to get through, and then they'll randomly break through and stab you in the back in the worst possible moment. Gotta love the depraved chasm, my friends, right? Again! Bring it on, homie. Bring it on, homie. What's up, Liam? How you doing, buddy? Tough loss for your Magic the other day, bro. I really thought they was gonna upset the Pistons. Seems they're like mind-bending trippy games, but the combat looks great, so I'm happy about that. I'm here for all the games. Yeah, I play a variety of games myself, even though, you know, I try to stream pretty much Souls and Souls-like games. Every now and then we'll do something else here and there, but I try to stream just Souls and Souls-like games, but like when I can, I play other things too. I enjoy a variety of different games, honestly, but Souls-likes are my favorite by far. What's your favorite level in the entire Soulsborne series? Ooh, favorite level? That's gonna be a tough one. I need these dudes to follow me. Oh, I'm at it. No, I'm not. I should have arrows still. Rotten arrows, yeah. Let's see. Favorite level. Let me think about that one for a second. Probably, probably Old Iron Keep in Dark Souls 2. No, I'm just kidding. That's one of the worst. That's one of the, I'm just playing. The, favorite level in all of Soulsborne, dumb. I love Anne Orlando in Dark Souls 2. I mean, Dark Souls 1, but I hate the boss. So I don't think I would put that as my favorite, honestly. For me, it's either Lindell or Yarnum. Those are both really good picks. Those are both really good picks. Lindell's amazing. Lindell's freaking amazing. I'd probably have to say the Shadow Keep in the Elden Ring DLC, where you fight Mesmer. One, because Mesmer is like my favorite Soulsborne boss of all time. And two, because I love giant, big, creepy castles, and that's one of the best. Does Bloodborne's final area count? I love the atmosphere. I mean, technically it would count, yeah. Coach got fired, not surprised, but I'm more upset that Atlanta Hawks aren't off the map yet. True. Yeah, I saw the coach got fired. From what I understand, he made some pretty atrocious lineup decisions, so maybe he deserved it. If I can get some of them to run off the edge over here. Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Which Anor boss? ONS or Gwendolyn? ONS. I hate Ornstein and Smo, bro. The fact that people talk about them as one of the best bosses ever made just boggles my mind. They're so janky and I know y'all are somewhere chilling. And it's just a juggle. It's all you have to. You're just juggling them. You're running in circles, juggling bosses for 20 minutes. Fine takes. What's up, bro? My Spurs lost also badly. I saw that, but they play again tonight, don't they? It's only game 1. Hey, your Spurs pose the greatest threat to my Thunder. So I hate to tell you this, but I'm kind of happy they lost. I'm not gonna lie. There we go. I think we're safe now. Oh, what? Where did he come from? No freaking way! How could he recover from that attack that fast? If there's one thing in this game that I hate the most, it's that attack. That attack. If this area sucks, right? But if that attack didn't exist, this area would be 10 times better. That attack makes this area one of the worst areas ever made. Definitely the worst area in the game. Yeah, we match up well against you guys, but horribly against the Wolves. True, yeah. You guys got a lot of strong and athletic defenders, and you can defend the perimeter really well, which is tough for us. But Minnesota's got a lot of size, even though you got Wimby, but Wimby's only one dude, you know. Maybe you play bad? No, that can't be it. Try again. Wrong answer. As long as the Lakers don't win, I'm happy. I don't think they're gonna win, buddy. Hey, credit to the Lakers for getting this far. They've definitely overachieved, I think, if you watched them during the regular season and how inconsistent they've been. But there ain't no way in God's green earth that they're taking us down. That ain't happening. Under a great throw. Yeah, the defense is amazing. And that's what I don't understand about like people who cry about like our defense and the foul calls and everything and us fouling them. It's like everybody cries about wanting physical play, you know, the 90s era basketball, Jordan era basketball back. And then you get a team that plays physical and shoots mid-range jumpers and everybody hates on them. Like people don't know what they want. Need you to come back up here, bud. I did a poll on Reddit and everyone said for me to play Sekiro. Oh! Holy God. I was trying to read chat, you whore. How did he aggro from way down there when the spear dude was right there and he was just chilling? Sekiro, DS2, then Neo 1. Those are my last 3 left. Interesting order. Sekiro first, then Dark Souls 2, then Neo 1. I wonder why that order was interesting. I wouldn't say that's bad, but it's interesting. The biggest problem with the NBA nowadays is the inconsistency with calls. I mean, I think that they need to give defenders more leeway. Right now, if you breathe on a player, it's a freaking foul call, you know what I mean? So, what they need to do is bring back hand checking, stop calling every little ticky-tack thing, let defenders get physical, and actually make offense hard again, and the league will be much better for it. I mean, players are getting injured anyway, so it's not like the real concern is player health, right? Friggin', they can't even... Somebody gets a bruised oblique and they're out for a month, so who gives an F? Meanwhile, the 58-year-old unk Gary from accounting pulls up to your morning runs at the YMCA with 2 bummed knees and being friggin' elbowed in the nose and gets back up and keeps on playing. NBA players can't play past a freaking sprained toe or something. It's ridiculous. Get out! I like Yarnum Streets as an opening area. I think I've seen more gloomy theme. My life. That, yeah, Yarnum is a strong contender. I'll tell you another one that's a strong contender for me, at least. It's the opening area of Dark Souls 3. Not really because there's anything super special about it, although I do think that the tutorial boss is the best tutorial boss they've ever made. But mostly just because it was my first Souls game ever, you know, so it's like, it's a special moment for me, you know. Stormveil's another really good one. Yeah, Stormveil's a good one. It's almost all leg injuries. They need to prioritize safety with feet, then prioritize being physical. I think they just need to make players play through it. F it. Unless it's a serious injury, like an Achilles tear or like a hamstring pull or something like that. But none of this calf soreness. No. Get out there and play the dang game. Did we just get them all? Usually there's like one left. I think we just got them all right there. Ooh. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, there he is. Look at that. I'm afraid of his attack again. See, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to do it all along. I knew he would. Which Souls-like game has the coolest weapons for you? Are we talking non-Fromsoftware, or are we saying all of Souls genre ever? My feels for Blighttown are complicated. I hate it, but it makes me feel like, well, you're feeling in the... Yeah, I hate Blighttown too. Blighttown is... No, I have no love for Blighttown. Blighttown is disgusting. Now, I will say, I guess my feelings for Blighttown are complicated as well. Because although I hate Blighttown and I never want to spend much time there in any of my playthroughs, I don't think that it should be removed from the game. Because I do think that it adds an element to the game. You know, that area is an important part of the whole atmosphere and flow. And story. But God, I just don't want to be there, you know? So I'm going to continue to hate on it while advocating for its existence. That's how I roll. Yeah, you can skip Blighttown. Why am I only getting barely anything? Let me recharge Stammy. You see him spam it? That's the third time he did it in a row. It's freaking stupid, bro. Non-FromSoft, I would say, because I think Elden Ring might win too easily if we include FromSoft. No, actually. I would say Bloodborne has the coolest weapons in all of Soulsborne-dom. But if we're saying Souls likes, not from Software Soulsborne's, just Souls likes, I would say Lies of P has the coolest weapons because they're super they're super customizable, and some of them are just straight bangers. So yeah, I would say Lies of P for non-From Software Souls likes, and then Bloodborne for Soulsborns. Those are the coolest weapons, I believe. What's up, Mike? How are you, bud? Pure Black. It does make him hit like a truck. This is 1000% true. Which I thought that Pure Black also raised their health. It turns out they it only ups the enemy damage, it turns out. So I was wrong about that. Oh, don't run off the edge. Not when we've made it this far. Look at them all, just all the dudes we made run off over there. Steve-O Lakers, what's up? Phantom Blade will probably take the title and way more and many more. Phantom Blades, yeah. I don't know about weapons though. I'm interested to see the weapon variety. See like how many different weapons it has and what they're like. The gameplay looks great though. The Saw and Wolverine claws in both games are so much fun. True. I have one more game you have to add to your list. Just trying to think of the name. Oh yeah, shoot me the name. I'll look it up. I keep saying, yo, FromSoft, consider a DS1 based Night Rain expansion. That would be interesting. What's up with the same run or a different black tendency? Yeah, no, this is the same run. We're stuck on this area. We just have not been able to break past this area. Thanks for painfully reminding me. Tomorrow we're gonna check out an indie Souls-like though. Take a break from the run because I think my mental health will need it. I think it already needs it, honestly. Stuck in a chasm, so exactly. Your mom's cat. I mean, sorry. Buy some more Aries. Because we're gonna need these. Yeah, we're finished. I'm not spending my whole life savings on your whore shop. Shut up. Oh, God. Oh, no. There's still one alive. Oh, my God. How? How did it survive my giant sword smash? Let's fix our death counter here. Codex Lost? Interesting. So, interesting story about Codex Lost. I actually did a whole full review of Codex Lost. And, I didn't like it, honestly. It's admirable, you know, like you said, yeah, it's made by one guy. It's a passable good try, and I think it could be good. But it is very janky. Very janky, and the gameplay is pretty rough. The gameplay was pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah, I didn't like it, honestly. Just my personal opinion. What about Bleak Faith? I did a full review for Bleak Faith 2. I came down on it pretty hard. Now, since I've made that review, I've played it a couple times here and there, getting like game footage for it and stuff. And it seems like it's gotten a lot better than it was when I played it. I don't know, it was like a year or two ago. So it could very well be, you know, better than it was. And I did enjoy it playing it, you know, the last time I touched it versus the first time I tried to play it. But I still, you know, it still got some rough gameplay elements to it. Although the atmosphere and world are pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. They did do a pretty cool job with the world design. It's just the combat was, I don't know, not polished enough in my opinion. Codex Lost is getting a sequel or another game. Are they really? I really hope that they do the magic thing again, because I think a magic-based Souls-like would be a banger. And I was excited for Codex Lost. I just think that, you know, they need a little bit more support. They need a little bit larger team, a little more funding to really polish it and make it good. And then I think it would be just fire, but Codex Lost wasn't it for me. Which is sad. I felt bad because that was the first game, first studio to ever give me a review copy of a game. Like, they gave me a review copy early so that I would review it, and then I ended up, you know, not giving it so nice of a review. Which, I mean, you know, you gotta tell the truth. But at the same time, I really wished I had more nice things to say about it. Definitely tune in for a Night Rain day. Especially if Liam's carrying. Liam's what? Liam's carry? Come on. I revive him too sometimes, you know. Bro, is gonna be a review. Maybe. That's the price you pay for being real, I guess. What about Star Ocean Divine Force or versions of Mana? Is Star Ocean Divine Force... Oh, Visions of Mana. No, I haven't played any of those. Are those Souls-likes? You should do Night Rain every Monday? Every Monday? Huh. Oh, I almost died. Oh, God. I thought he was... thought that ghost was a dude. A Night Rain day every week, huh? A Night Rain day every week. Hold up. Yeah, I knew one of y'all was coming. And actually, two of y'all are coming. Let's go ahead and kill this one. Night Rain Massacre Run win. Don't even start with me. No. We're not doing that. Alright, here, let's pull it up. Should we do a Night Rain day once a week? question mark. And then, yeah. All right. Vote for your favorite option, my friends. You have to kill all living things on the map, including allies? What? No, 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 no. No, the next massacre run we do will probably be Dark Souls 2, honestly. We'll finish that one somewhere around 2035. Stupid motherfucking dumb attack, bro. Down for more night rain? Hit up the vote in the poll. Let's see the result. I know there's some people that like the night rain days. But, you know, that's one out of the 4 streams we do a week. That would take away one that we could be streaming something else, either a challenge run or a Souls-like of some kind, or, you know, something like that. We'd probably suspend it whenever a new banger of Souls-like comes out, you know, like if Lords of the Fallen 2 comes out, we'll probably just do all days Lords of the Fallen 2, you know what I mean? I need this dude to fall down already. I need this guy to fall down! This game's so inconsistent, bro. I've said it a million times, and I'm gonna keep saying it a million more times. Yes, my little children. Cliffside. This is like when Thanos has to throw Gamora off the cliff to get the Soul Stone. That's basically what we're doing right here. Okay, something stupid's happening. Why are they not just walking there? Come on. Walk off the edge. Walk off the edge. But with this schedule, are you saying you're bored of Demon Souls? Is that what you're saying? Dude, why is he not doing what he's supposed to do? Like, oh, I think he's actually stuck down there. Come on, buddies. I think he's gonna block his friends. He's gonna save his friends' lives. I don't understand. Well, alright, we'll try this. Not too far. Alright, now that we got him nice and feisty again, perhaps we can get them to run off the edge. No one's bored of a streamer pain. It's just when torturing a streamer, you gotta add in new spice to keep suffering fresh. Are you sure? Because, I mean, we can stop playing Demon Souls, you know? I don't want you guys, you know, I don't want it for you, you know? Have you done Pure White Tendency before? I've never, well, yeah, technically, because my first playthrough, I put all the areas in Pure White to make it easier and whatnot. Alright, this is not... Okay, see that stupid red whore? F it, you know, if we die, we die. Which we probably will. Yeah, I knew you would. I knew you would, buddy. I knew your plan all along. You little slut! You sluts! Alright, we're just gonna leave Reddy over there. If it's on Monday, I'm gonna miss out on the Liam hard carry. Oh, yeah. Why'd you pick Monday, Liam? Is there something about Monday that's better for you or something? Chasm here, some Blighttown there, a bit of Kaled. Sounds like you're concocting the worst recipe ever concocted. To be honest, the worst owning areas feel like easy baby game compared to the tamest Pure Black. Yeah, I don't think there's an area in Elden Ring that's as hard as this is right now, if I'm being honest. You like both Kazan and Wu Chang for real though, right? I did like both of them, yeah. Now I had some issues with Kazan. Woo, that was almost bad. I think Wu Chang was the better game. But Kazan was awesome. It just had some problems, in my opinion. Design flaws, more than anything. I did it just for the penetrator armor. It was hell. Was it really? What's hard about Pure White, Galaxy Dog? I thought Pure White makes it easier, doesn't it? Come on to the bridge where I can bottleneck you. Come see your father. Oh. I didn't expect him to be that long. That's what she said. Alright, let's not die to these freaking tiny rats again.
Such a poor child.
It's a poor child. And we're gonna buy us some arrows again. Because we need plenty of arrows for these runs.
Finished already?
Yeah, we're done. Nobody wants your crap. Oh god. Oh Jesus. We fell down. It's alright, we aggroed. This is good. Oh yeah. Come on up, come on up. Everyone's welcome. Except for you, not you. That one's still alive, isn't it? One more. All right. So can actually just knock this dude off the edge, I think. Just so we don't run into any problems with him later on. I think we can get him rot. He might have rot resistance, but we'll try it. How did that miss him? Yeah, I don't think the Rotten's really doing anything to him. You got chicken cooking? What kind of chicken? Just like regular chicken or like fried chicken? Hey, I can get down on some good chicken, I'm not gonna lie. Through the hole, through the shield. We need to figure out a better, we need to figure out a strategy for that guy. Because you almost have to kill him. Well, okay. I think I'm going to try something when we get there. What's up, Wesley? Yeah, we're black to pure black. Back to pure black. Once you go black, you never go back, you know? We're definitely not going forward anytime soon. Okay, so if we go on... We're getting relatively consistent at this part, at least. At least we're making it to the vendor every time. That's really what you want, so you can purchase more arrows. Making it to the vendor is the goal, you know. I swear to God, if they come chase me when I'm trying to fight these other dudes, it's really gonna make me mad. Oh. Poor take. DS2 is better than Demon Souls. Is there something about that take that sells its body for money or something, or what? You mean hot take? I don't know. Honestly, I don't think that's a hot take at all. DS2 is much better than Demon Souls. I knew he was gonna do it. I knew he was gonna do it. I'm playing through the PS3 version. Are you really? How different is it compared to the PS5 remake? Yes, hot. Yeah, hot take. That's not a hot take in my opinion. I mean, that's kind of obvious to me. I love DS2 for the most part. Yeah, DS2 is a great game. The only thing about it that really sucks is some of their choices, you know, stat-wise. Oh, you never got it on PS5? Well, I've never played the OG, so between the two of us, we could do a comparison, you know? It's on my list to play the OG someday. I just have never... I don't have a working PS3, so... Or a PS3 version of Demon Souls. Where'd he go? Holy God. There was two. I thought there was only one. People hate DS2 more than Demon Souls, so it has to be a hot take. Do they really? In most Souls game tier lists that I've seen... Oh my God, where? Where'd you come from, buddy? I usually see people placing DS2 above Demon Souls. Now, they don't place it very high in the list, but I see it being higher than Demon Souls most of the time. I don't mind adaptability that much. I hate some of the DS2 bosses. Otherwise, I love replaying it so much. DS2's bosses are fairly weak, but in its defense, pretty much most of Fromsoftware's bosses up to that point were pretty weak. I mean, like... Dark Souls 1 doesn't really have many amazing bosses if you really think about it, you know? I would actually say that Dark Souls 2 has better bosses than Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1. But then Dark Souls 3 came along and just blew everything out of the water and started to redefine what a Fromsoftware Souls boss is, you know? And then we had Elden Ring just perfected even further. And then you also have, of course, Bloodborne and Sekiro. I knew he would. I knew he would. Demon Souls was pretty hard to get a hold of, while DS2 is on Steam. Most people just can't get Demon Souls, or couldn't before the remake. True. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can buy a copy like on eBay or something, but It probably costs a pretty penny because it's fairly rare, you know, and Demon and Fromsoftware is so much more popular now. Capra Demon and Bed of Chaos were horrendous. Capra Demon, Bed of Chaos. I think Ornstein and Smo is awful. Oh yeah. I actually like the Taurus Demon. And the Iron Giant dude is not too bad if it wasn't for the fact that it's pretty easy to get him jump off the edge. He would be a decent boss. What? How did I not see him over there? Where was he hiding? I mean, I should have remembered that he was there, but I didn't see him anywhere. I actually apologize for the Capra Demon Arena in an interview I read. I think it was a variety, and I think it was a long time ago that I read it. I haven't seen that interview. I'd be interested to find it, though. I don't blame him. That was a pretty douchey thing to do. And it's not just the Capra Demon plus the tight arena. Then he went ahead and said, you know what? Let's throw a couple dogs in there too. Like, what a douche move. Probably the douchiest thing Miyazaki has ever done. But DS3 great bosses are a humanoid with armor, a sword axe. The bosses in DS3 need more variety, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, boss variety, true. I mean, the really good ones are mostly like that. But I mean, you have some variety, like, you know, the Cursed Greatwood is a different type of experience. You have the friggin' dude who rides the dragon, which I guess he's humanoid too, but he's riding a dragon. So then you have what's his freaking name? I can't even remember his name. The other guy who rides the dragon with the lightning. Oh god, his name is slipping my mind, but that guy. But you're right, there's not a ton of boss variety in Dark Souls 3. That's why I said they kind of perfected it in Elden Ring. Because a lot of the, you know, the design of the boss is very similar to what Dark Souls 3 was. As far as like movesets and things, except they ramped it up a little bit in that department. But then they threw a ton of variety in there. So that you're not always just fighting humanoids, you know. For the good ones, anyway. You slut. Well, I survived, so whatever. I'm glad I did not have to take a shield hit, because that would have sucked, but Sekiro sucks at 30 FPS, and also the 8 boss was bad in my opinion. I actually like now the Guardian Ape is hard. But I actually like the fight. What I don't like is having to fight him and his wife at the same time. That is annoying. And you guys know how I feel about dual boss fights, so F that, you know. Oh, I see him. Yeah, I see you. Come on down here before I head on. I hate big bosses in Elden Ring, but I love that they tried different areas, not just using humanoids for everything. Yeah, I think that Elden Ring's bosses are the best bosses ever put in a FromSoft game. They're both in terms of skill and friggin' F. Both in terms of skill and variety. There's way more boss variety in Elden Ring, and their move sets are all interesting and, you know, hard to learn but fun to master. Yeah, Elden Ring has the best bosses in Soulsborne. Wouldn't you want to fight with your wife too? I guess. I mean, if some dude that never dies and just always returns was coming after me with a sword, I'd probably hide behind my wife. People are way too picky. I mean, yeah, to a certain extent, but I don't think it's all people being picky per se. I think a lot of it is just people have preferences, you know? And so when you're spending your money on something and it's entertainment, I think it's okay to, you know, have things you like and have things you dislike and know what you're looking for. That's not a bad thing. But there are a lot of complainers that will, like, no matter what a studio does, they will never win. You know, it's just something is always going to be bad. Yeah, these enemies are super tanky and they love to one-shot you with their running psycho attack. And I can't get that dude to fall down anymore. Fall off the edge, please. Come on now. There we go. That a baby. Yep, follow him down there. Stupid, follow him. Alright, there we go. There's another one. Oh, one more spear. No! Oh, God. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, there's another dude. He's gonna drop down. I remember him. He's gonna drop down. Give it a second. Just wait. It will happen. I promise you. I want you to try New Game Plus on 7 on Demon Souls. Have you tried? I've never played New Game Plus 7. It sounds ridiculously stupid though. Whoa. I can't hardly stand this. I'm sure that would be miserable. And like DS3 DLC was bad. DS2 DLC was also bad. DS1 DLC was peak. Bro, DS3's DLC is one of the best DLCs I've ever played. The second best, I think. Well, top 3. The Ringed City is amazing. Old Hunters is also in the top 3, and then Shadow of the Erdtree, of course. But I loved the DS3 DLCs. Really, both of them, but Ringed City was way better than Ashes of Ariandel. Holy crap. Did that really just happen? Alright, I need him to come up here a little ways. I'm not getting the full chop on him, you know? God dang it! Well, this is annoying. There! There's some weapons that you get very far into the game. Kind of have to go into New Game Plus to try them, unfortunately. Oh, you have to go all the way to New Game Plus 7 to try them, though? 25 damage at a time, slow and steady does it. At this point, it's about survival, you know? Alright. And we can get our souls back, which means we can buy some more arrows up in here. Alright, there's Spear Bro. Come here! He just tried to do it again, didn't he? Alright, okay, let's kill Spear Dude. Oh, not that far, but I wanted to play each Souls game to New Game Plus 7 just for fun. Oh! How'd he come around the corner? So have you played all the Soulsborns all the way to New Game Plus 7? Let's talk to vendor lady.
For the poor child. Such a poor child.
Grab us some Aries. 12. Whatever. 12's decent.
Finished already?
So far, just Elden Ring. So you're still working on it then. Get down, Mr. President. I need a secret service to protect me from this area. Emotional damage. Come on up the ramp. Oh, what? Did you play Gears 2 back in the day? No, I've never played any Gears of War game ever. I was a PlayStation player when I was a kid. So in like the Xbox and Xbox 360 era, I never played any of them. Have you played Uncharted? I have. Yes. The Uncharted series is awesome. Specifically Uncharted 4. That was my favorite one.
He's by more.
Oh, okay. I'll just buy some more arrows then.
Finished already?
Uncharted 2? Man, it's been a long time since I played Uncharted 2. It's a fun experience with friends. I played 1 through 3 back in the day. I've heard it's like one of the goated Xbox IPs, you know. Red Phantom NPCs are the worst in Demons. Yeah, I hate these dudes. I'm just glad this dude's not a Red Phantom. So here's my question. If I fall down here, will he chase me? Yes, he will. No! Oh, never mind. Never mind. There's no running. I didn't see. Last time I got there, I did not see those two dudes at the end. There's no running past this. We're going to have to just accept our fate. That we have to figure out a way to deal with Mr. Big Boy. There's no running past him now. Oh, okay. All right. We know the task ahead. We know the task. Why is FromSoft abandoning its single-player fan base? I feel like they could not top Elden Ring and defaulted to industry trends. So obviously I don't know the answer, okay? But I'll give you my theory as to why I think FromSoftware is doing what they're doing. So here's why I think FromSoftware has shifted to multiplayer temporarily here lately. I think that number one, the studio is growing and expanding, which means there are new employees coming in and old employees that have been there for a long time. So when you have older employees, they need to have some type of progression to look forward to, a goal, you know, and so allowing them to direct their own games and try their own things is a way that benefits them as an employee, which is what they did with Ishizaki and Night Rain. Now that's not the whole story, because obviously you have Miyazaki himself working on the Duskbloods, which could be just a Nintendo thing, like Nintendo offered him a big old bag and he was like, sure, what the heck. But what I think is going on besides all of that is that he is cooking up something big, something massive. His Magnus Opus, his dream RPG. And in the meantime, he's got other things he's going to be putting out until he gets to that point. You know, he's doing the Duskbloods, he'll get that out the door, and then he's having these other employees put out other games as, you know, tests to see how well they work, how are they at game directing. And then here in like 5 to 7 years, I think we're gonna get his next mega masterpiece, and it'll be like, you know, Elden Ring-esque, but probably even bigger and more amazing. That's my theory. That's what I think. I have no inside sources, although my dad does work for FromSoftware. His name's Hidetaka Miyazaki. Yeah, this is brutal. I agree. I hate my life right now. You guys did this to me. Tonight we dine in hell. We are in hell, full on hell right now. They released the first Gears on PS5. Would you consider trying it or streaming it? Potentially, maybe. I don't know. I feel like we've been stepping outside the Souls-like genre a lot here lately, and you know, I'm not so sure that that's the best direction for the channel. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everybody likes to see a wide variety of games, but I feel like most people that watch me like a certain type of game, so I try to stick to that as much as I can, except for, you know, occasional gallivants off into the great unknown. Yeah, they're putting Gears of War on PlayStation, yeah. Which the new Xbox CEO might actually change all that. She seems like she's starting to go back towards classic Xbox, which I think is probably the best move for the company. FromSoft is big enough they can make games from lots of different genres while they work on their main games. True, yeah. I think that's part of what's going on. Now, the fact that Miyazaki is making the Duskbloods himself is kind of, you know, is a big question mark to me, because it's like, why? You know, why are you devoting all your time to that, or most of it, or at least a good portion of it? But he did say in an interview that this kind of game is something he's wanted to try for a while. I think I read that somewhere, so maybe he's just got to get it out of his system. Yeah, I want another linear, interconnected Souls-like too. Give me Dark Souls 4, that's what I say. Type of game I like watching you play are the games that make you suffer. I'm seeing that Souls-likes mostly, but... So what are you saying? Is he secretly cooking a better game that is set for 2030 plus? That's my guess. He's here's part of why I think that. In a past interview, Miyazaki talked about how Elden Ring was close to his ideal RPG, but it wasn't quite there. And he still wants to make like his magnus opus, his masterpiece. So I think he's working on that. Now that Elden Ring is out, I think he is, you know, working in the beginning stages of figuring that whole thing out while he's putting out these other things. And somewhere in the next, you know, 5 to 7 years, I think we're going to get his big masterpiece. Because you got to remember, the guy's 50 years old, or 50 something. I don't even know exactly how old he is. He doesn't have a whole lot of more games left in him. You know, his games take, you know, 5-6 years to make. If he makes 3 more games, he'll be in his 60s, 70s, right? So you got to keep in mind that he's not going to be around forever. At least we got some good RPGs and Souls-like coming out this year. We will be okay without a single player by far. Yeah, that's true. The Souls-like genre is healthy and doing well. It's just, you know, nobody quite does it like old Miyazaki himself. Dustbutts is a distraction for him to work on the Elden Ring movie. Maybe. I want a Dark Souls 2 too. Dark Souls 2 too. There you go. Dark Souls 2 remastered, remade, and then re-released. Miyazaki will just respawn at his last bonfire back at Demon Souls. He'll be true, yeah, that's right, yeah. He'll just respawn and start making more games, right? Let me grab a drink real fast. Guys, I'm just gonna say it again. Grab yourselves a case of creamy coconut zero sugar Dr. Pepper. It's a goated soda, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really drink soda, but I drink these. You want an open world Dark Souls? They already made it. It's called Elden Ring. That's Dark Souls 4 if you do the math. Oh, Dark Souls 2 too? True, yeah. I really do want a Dark Souls 4. I think that, I think it's not super likely that we ever get one. But I do think that there is a world where Miyazaki lets one of his, senior employees lead a Dark Souls 4. I don't think he'll do it because I don't think he wants to mess with the world or, go back to it. I think he wants to work on new things. But I could see him letting somebody else do it though. Wait. Coconut Dr. Pepper. That's right. Coconut. Creamy coconut. Zero sugar Dr. Pepper, boys. It's freaking good. All right, let's do it again. Obviously, this is the one. We're about to win. I haven't even got to the boss a single time, but this is the one. I think Dark Souls 4, but call it something else. Leave the trilogy to live forever together. A lot of people say that's what Elden Ring is. It's Dark Souls 4, but just not named Dark Souls 4. And there's some truth to that. But I want like a linear style interconnected Dark Souls again. That's what I want. We have a Souls-like with a compelling story like Red Dead story. Lies of P. Lies of P is a Souls-like with a compelling story. Probably the best story in all of Souls-likes. Oh man. Oh, I thought he fell off. That would have been bad. He would have came and chased us down. What? He's trying to input read me. Why? Why would he not hit me with... Why did he not hit me with the spear? That dude's never done that before. Elden Ring is just Dark Souls with no Gwyn. I would like to see this Age of Dark, to be honest. Yeah, I think even with the lore, there's multiple ways that you could take a Dark Souls 4 that wouldn't really mess with the story and ending of Dark Souls 3. It would just expand on the lore as a whole. There's a lot of things you could do, I think. Lies of P was good and all, but didn't want to replay it at all. Oh, really? Why not? It just didn't seem like a game you wanted to replay. You've been playing AI Limit. Yeah, dude, AI Limit's amazing. I love AI Limit. Here's my hot take. My hot take is that AI Limit was the best Souls-like of 20... Well, no, I take that back. Silksong was the best Souls-like of 2025. But AI Limit was second. I knew that, dude. I knew he was gonna do that. I knew he was gonna do that the moment I hit that other dude. Could be Demon Souls 2 for all we know. True. Maybe it is. Maybe it's Demon Souls 2. I actually think the story in Demon Souls is underrated. as far as Soulsborne stories go. If you actually look up and figure out all the lore for Demon Souls, it's actually really deep and interesting, which all of his games are. Got the recommendation from you? Nice. Yeah, AI Limit is a sleeper, bro. A lot of people sleep on AI Limit. Neo 3 was the best since Elden Ring. Ooh. Best Souls-likes? I would still say Lies of P is the best Souls-like since Elden Ring. But I think Neo 3 is probably second, in my opinion. See, now he just see how easy it is when you just do what you're supposed to do. Hey! I can get him to fall off right here. We got one coming this way too. I'll chop him on the drop animation. Did they just aggro from way up here? Way down there? They did. Look at them. They're aggroed, bro. Stupid. I'm hyped for the Beast of Reincarnation. Beast of Reincarnation was, or looks really fun. I'm really interested in the way it's gonna blend like turn-based stuff with Souls-like. I'm interested to see how that works out. F this, bro. Just run it back. This is the closest I've ever been to quitting a run. I think this is the closest I've ever been. I've never quit a run before. This is the closest I've ever been. You had better combat and a more satisfying progression system. It nailed environmental storytelling. Yeah, but Lies of P's story is better overall, and the weapon system is super innovative. And there's less repetitiveness. Like, as much as I love Neo, they asset reuse like crazy. So many asset reuses throughout the whole game. Lies of P does it some, but there's a lot more variety in Lies of P. Sekiro is as close to perfection as it gets. Sekiro is an S tier game. I think that Elden Ring's a better game, but I still have Sekiro and Elden Ring in the same tier of perfection, though. You hate weapon durability in Lies of P? Yeah, that's probably one critique I would say is fair, is that you could just freaking... You could take out weapon durability in Lies of P, and pretty much nothing would get worse, and it would just be better. It's just a tedious thing to worry about, really. If you got rid of it, it would be better for everybody. Yes, Sekiro's S tier, Mike. Don't be salty. Don't be salty. You know you love it. Just knock him off the edge real fast. Look up a guide for this area. That's what I did. Well, I'm not really trying to find like the way to go, or I doubt there's a black tendency guide. And I mean, I could just like start shooting everything with arrows. Hey, Matthew Malone, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. I could just like start shooting everything with arrows, but I'm trying to avoid doing stuff like that and making the run like trivial and super slow. I might have to resort to that though. Weapon durability serves a purpose in some genres. Soulsborne isn't one of them. I mean, like, even, like, Demon Souls has weapon durability. So it's not unheard of that it's in a Soulsborne game. It's just, I don't think that there's really a reason to do it other than to make you have to worry about another thing. And that's just not a good enough reason to put something in a game, in my opinion. Sekiro is a B tier game, let's be real. Sekiro B? No, dude, what? You can't say that. That's a sin. You will burn in hell for that comment. B for best. Do you recommend to buy a PS5 if you already have a powerful PC? If you have the money and you want to play the exclusives that the console has to offer, then yes. But if you're not super interested in any of the exclusives, then I would just stick with your PC. There's no sense in wasting the money on it when you can just play the games on what you already have. Just my personal opinion. You've got to freaking be kidding me. The dude on the side of the bridge? Oh my god. Get off, you whore. Ahmed, what's up, bro? How are you? No, we're still not done with this area. We may never be done with this area. This might be the rest of my streaming career. Sekiro left a lot to be desired. I mean, in the way that, I desire more Sekiro, if that's what you mean. I think weapon durability and ammo is the same thing. There are ways to make the player depend on multiple weapons. Yeah, in a way. I mean, it's sort of the same system as ammo, I guess. The difference, I think, though, is that, like, with ammo, you have ammo drops. With weapon durability, you don't really have ammo drops, you know, or you don't really have durability drops, unless you're talking about like Ed's sharpening stone in Demon Souls or something. But those don't come about very often. So then you have to pay to get them repaired. And it just becomes like a needless task, you know. In a shooter, you can shoot and get ammo from things you kill. It's not really the same type of system in a Souls-like. Right, Elden Ring is in a tier below. You think Elden Ring is below Sekiro? If you don't want players switching weapons, no durability and infinite ammo is what a dev would do. I mean, kind of, but part of the fun of a Souls-like game is finding a weapon you really like and making it into a beast of a weapon and then mastering using it. And it's like the same thing with shooters. The reason that ammo drops in a shooting game is so that you can get more ammo for that weapon. So, hey Wesley, thanks for this. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate you, buddy. And thanks for becoming a member, bro. Thank you so much. It said you were a subscriber. It said you just became a member, though, dude. Thanks for the support. I really appreciate that. That's awesome, bro. So like in a shooter, you know, you have your weapon that you have all tricked out or whatever, the weapon you like. You shoot people, you get more ammo for that weapon. In a Souls-like game, it went to it forces you to have to use a different weapon that you don't really like, and that's what I think is just kind of needless. It's not really a good reason to do that. You are Souls junkies. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the Souls junkies, my friend. You're wrong, but it's okay. Well, thanks, Mike. At least it's okay for me to be wrong. I really appreciate that, buddy. Agreed. In a Souls game, we really want to invest in one weapon and we vibe with. Durability really messes that up. Yeah, exactly. Unless you have enough drops. Unless you have enough drops of like sharpening stones or whatever to repair the weapon, then it kind of changes that because it's sort of like ammo drops. But something like Lies of P, where you have the repair tool, it makes it, having to use that mid-fight is very tedious and sometimes gets you killed. So maybe not the worst thing in the world, but you know, as critiques of Lies of P go, I think that one's one of the only good ones. You agree with my, you think Sekiro's only good? Sekiro is, okay, hold on. Let me just set this straight for a second. This is why Sekiro is an S tier game. Wesley, thanks for the super chat, bro. I have a request. Could you play DS3 sometime this month? For your super chat of 35 Czar, I don't even know what that is, but thank you for whatever that is. Yes, I will. You know what? I'm going to fit it in. We're going to find a day. At some point this month, I will play Dark Souls 3. Just for you, buddy. In fact, I actually have a Dark Souls 3 challenge run that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I think we'll boot it up and do it this month. What do you think Estus tastes like? Probably Mountain Dew. But what I was saying, okay, here's what makes Sekiro an S tier game. Not only is the world and Not only is the world and atmosphere really cool, and it perfectly nails like the shinobi samurai vibe, but what makes Sekiro a S tier game is the combat is incredibly innovative and legitimately makes you feel like a master swordsman with the back and forth swords play. And not so much so that the game inspired a sort of sub branch of the Souls-like genre that made the deflect part of the Souls formula. So like the first Berserker Kazan, we have that. Why? Because Sekiro pioneered the way with the parry heavy deflect system. And you see it in so many games coming out now, that same type of deflect thing that Sekiro did. A lot of games are copying that. That means something because it's so well done and so entertaining and so fun that people started copying it. That's the same thing that Demon Souls and Dark Souls did for the Souls-like genre. People started copying it. And now we have like Sekiro likes coming out, right? That alone, I think, makes Sekiro at least A tier. I think it has a clear case for S, though. Never played Sekiro past 15 minutes. Oh, too hard. It is very hard. But once you get past the learning curve, a lot of the difficulty drops off once you get the timing of everything. Oh, Wes, thanks for the second super chat, bro. You are awesome, dude. Which says ours an African, and so I'm sending love all the way from South Africa. It may be a third world country, but I'm lucky enough to have extra funds. Well, dude, hey, the fact that you would spend some of your extra funds on supporting me, it means a ton, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will play Dark Souls 3. We will. In fact, you just gave me the best excuse. I've been looking for one. Code Vein or Bloodborne, my favorite so far. However, trying to get an Elder Ring next. Oh, Elden Ring? Yeah, you should definitely. Elden Ring will blow your mind. You know what's a better samurai game than Sekiro? Picking samurai starting class. Bro, get out of here. You know that's not the same thing. Don't start with me. No bare feet girl in Sekiro, can't vibe with it. How am I gonna touch the demon inside someone with their not wearing shoes? That's a valid critique, I'm not gonna lie. I had not considered that. Sekiro equals worst Goon Souls game of all time. Yeah, because it stands on the merits of its amazing gameplay. It needeth no goon. I'm global? I guess so. I didn't know we had people from South Africa watching. That's amazing. I have one. If I ever go to South Africa and happen to run into the one South African that watches me, I'll be famous. What I love about Sekiro is how it hides its fantasy elements and gradually introduces them, and it gets crazy. That's another thing, yeah. It really does have a really cool story and world to it. You gotta like line them up so you try to hit them both, you know what I mean? Sekiro has some of the best bosses in gaming ever. Best boss fights? Yes. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean, I can't really dispute that. You're 100% right. My bullying comfort zone? Yeah, I can't wait to play Dark Souls 3. I'm so excited that he super chatted that, bro. I've been looking for an excuse to play Dark Souls 3 for a long time. Sekiro stands on merit, not feet. Point proven. There you go. What size merits do you think it wears? Sekiro is good, but I really wish it had more weapon variety to customize your play style. That is probably the only critique of Sekiro that I have had, is that I think that they should have given us more weapons. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that it should be just like every other Soulsborne game and have the same, you know, weapons and type of systems that those did. But having multiple weapon types would have made the game better. Like, imagine if you had the sword, and then later on you found a spear, and then later on you found like dual swords, and then maybe like sais, and you know, different things like that, like a pole arm. If they had just added like 3 or 4 different weapon types into Sekiro, how much better would that game be? Your play styles and everything would change so much. You'd have so much more variety. You could pick and choose what weapon you want to use. You could have different skill trees for the weapons. You could still have all the same deflect and back and forth system that you do with everything else. It's just you'd have a varied moveset with your weapons. I've said that for a long time, and actually when I brought that up in past videos, people always comment that the thing they like about Sekiro is that it only had one weapon because it made it different. And I'm like, but making it different isn't good unless the difference is a good difference. It would be better if it had more weapons. So why not give us more weapons? If you were to come to South Africa, I would ask for an autograph and a photo. I would give you one. You would have the only autographed photo that I have ever given out. You could sell it on eBay for like 5 cents. Get ready to rage. I'm gonna hit you hard. Well, I'm ready. You're gonna do that no matter what game I play. Even though it isn't required, I do like messing with different prosthetics to vary up the gameplay. Yeah, the prosthetics is cool. And in a way that kind of helps with some of it. But the prosthetics don't really count. To me, the prosthetics are more like weapon arts in Elden Ring. It's not really a weapon, it's just something else to do, you know? Chop them up. We needed an excuse for Matt to play DS3 again. Yes, we did. Thank you, God. Here's the run, and I've said this multiple times, so I apologize if you have all already heard it already. But the run that I want to do, and Wesley, you can tell me if you want this or not. If you don't, if you'd rather have a different one, I'd be open to not doing this. But the run I want to start in Dark Souls 3 is a random challenge every bonfire. So I have a wheel I made that has like a bunch of different challenges on it, like no hit, no damage, parry only, fat roll, like a bunch of different challenges. And I've used it for past runs in the past. So what I want to do is I want to do every time I rest at a bonfire, I have to spin the wheel. And then I have to do that challenge all the way until the next bonfire. Then I spin it again till we get through the whole game. That's the run I want to do. I think it'll be fun. I wish I could jump in Dark Souls. You can jump. Just click right 3, buddy. Right? Even Teshu had 3 characters with different fighting styles and weapons. Yeah. You play better under pressure? I don't know, but I feel pretty pressured right now and I'm sucking. To be honest, like the real weapon of Sekiro was the parry and the sword was just the vehicle for it. Yeah, that's true. It's actually a good way to put it. I never really thought about it like that. Alright, we're going to test out a little strategy over here. Wait for him to get over here. Best part of Sekiro is not playing. Where's all this Sekiro hate coming from? Why is there so much Sekiro hate in the chat tonight? The wheel is back, yeah. That's the perfect run. Actually, go for it. Okay, good. Add fist only in there so you can suffer. For you, I'll put fist on. Bro, it's fist only? Oh my god, is that even possible? Yeah, we've done several random challenge runs in the past, and I've been wanting to get back to it because I don't think I've ever seen another streamer do random challenges like that. Maybe I'm wrong, but well, we may have found the hack. We may have found the hack. We found the hack! We found the strat, boys! We found it! I think we might be finally able to get past this part. Maybe. There's still a lot. We still have to kill like 7 enemies, but I think we can do it. Why will it not? Why can I not purchase multiples anymore? We did dies in. No, I'm not gonna die. We got this, guys.
Finished already?
Finished already?
Is a growing boy. Please be generous.
Should be able to send to store. Let's send a bunch of these to storage so we can buy some better ones.
Please buy more.
All right, fine. You friggin' slut's needy, bro. Really? I'm planning to join you play Dark Souls 3. Oh, are you gonna play at the same time I'm playing? So you can laugh at me about how much faster you get through it than I do? Tried fist weapon only DS1, named my character Fistabums, and made him look homeless. That's awesome, bro. Goated playthrough. Wasn't trying to sound super, but with that last comment, I meant that I hope a Sekiro 2's weapons would change gameplay away from parry only. No, I actually thought that was a freaking brilliant comment, actually. Say my name, say my name. Alright. Onward into uncharted territory. If we can make it past this, this will be the farthest we've ever made it in this area. him! I swear to God, if he had done his freaking dive attack when I was about to do that, I would have just quit. We would have just ended the stream. What's your favorite area in Soulsborne? I think the Shadow Keep in the Elden Ring DLC, where Mesmer is. One, because I love Mesmer. He's oh my God. Holy sweet Lord in heaven. That was almost... I did not know that there was a spear dude in here. Okay, so now we know there's 2 regular dudes and a fire spear in here. Blighttown? No, not Blighttown. And my favorite area is Caelid. Let's get him to come down here. Couple R2s. Yeah, I knew it. I knew you was coming. It's all right, buddy. Come on down. Retreat. Strategic retreat while our stamina. We are playing it extra safe right now. I'm taking no risks. Red Phantom down, boys. Let's go. We almost gotta keep commenting. You guys are the worst. Can you not see the amount of stress that I'm under right now? The chat is the real boss. Well, I'm about to beat you guys. I'm about to win. We're about to win this boss. Super roll. Oh, okay. Our chats will blot out the sun. Alright, we're gonna do... Oh, another big whore. Look at him. Just a little bit more, guys. Just a little bit more. We can pull him out. Usually I never pull out, but for now, I think it's the smartest thing to do. I didn't know my ex-wife was in Demon. Apparently! Let me tell you, your ex-wife sucks. God, he runs real fast. And we bring him back to our little hack over here. All right, let's see what happens if I just do this. Oh, 3 full moon grass. Let's just leave him behind. Oh, did we reach the boss? I forgot this was the boss. Oh my God, we gotta lock in, guys. I haven't fought this boss in a long time. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know a whole lot to do. I don't really know what to do, but we're about to do it. Oh no. Oh my God. Well, we don't do much damage at all, do we? We just died. At least we made it there. Yeah, fire! We need to use fire on him! Oh my God. Do I have any, like, resin? Just finished Diablo 4, 10 out of 10, really? Is that your, did you finish the base game or were you playing the new DLC? I can't remember if you already told me about that or not. Made it to instant death. And that's the farthest we ever made it. At least we got to the boss. Warlock. Oh, nice. Yeah, I still gotta look into that. I was talking to my wife about it the other day. She said she's done with Diablo, though. I tried to convince her that it's changed and it might actually be good again, but she wasn't having it. I need to get some. Oh, we got black pine. We can put it on our weapons. I think we have bombs too back at the Nexus. Let me go. Let's go back to the Nexus real fast, boys. The Depraved Chasm is living up to its freaking name, yes. The Depraved is what they got. Ex-wife in high school? Oh, jeez. God dang, Mike. This lady has gotten trashed more than anybody else. They called mine Black Gulch. What the heck is that? Black Gulch? Sounds like something you'd get from a 7-Eleven. I'm done with Diablo 2. Yeah, I mean, I like the base game, and then the last expansion came out, and I didn't really care for that. And I think that's what kind of turned her off. Diablo 2 is way better than 4. I like Diablo 3 because the monk class was peak. And I really wish they'd bring it back, but they still haven't to this day. Spiritborn was kind of like that, but it's not the same. Oh no, we need our bombs from storage. You're having fun in Pragmata? Yeah, a lot of people have been telling me that it's really fun and it's something I should check out.
Keeping a close watch on your belongings, don't you worry.
Well, we have a leech kill plan. Kill it with fire. This is what we're gonna do. I got a bunch. I thought I had a bunch. I guess I don't have a bunch. All I have is 5 fire bombs. Maybe does that vendor lady sell fire bombs? I can't remember. We'll check when we get back there, but we might actually we'll retrieve all 5 of our fire bombs real fast. Oh, can't hold all them. All right, whatever. I mean, whatever you say, right? At least I now have a plan. Like, I kind of have the template for what it takes to get to the boss now. Now it's just about executing the boss fight, and I think that's going to be the easier puzzle to figure out. I hope, anyway. Area in DS2 with all the acid sprays. Oh, bro, don't even start.
You have a heart of gold.
The Depraved Chasm got me excommunicated from the Catholic Church. Spoiler alert, I cried so hard watching the end. I've heard a lot of people talking online about how it made them cry or it made them want a daughter. I've heard both of those things. Diablo is a time sink too. Time sink. Yeah, Diablo is a time sink. That's part, like, I like playing through the game, but I don't like the end game. I don't get involved in all the, like, min-maxing everything out, trying to get, you know, do like thousands and millions of damage or whatever. I don't mess with all that because I don't want to put that kind of time into it. I just want to get my class, you know, all the way to the highest level or whatever, where I have all the abilities unlocked, and then I'm pretty much done with the game at that point. We need to talk about the news real fast. We got a couple things to cover, and we're gonna have to end the stream soon. I cried because I have $2. Yeah, that's the other thing is apparently if you have kids, it hits you pretty hard. I'm not the crying type, so I don't know if I would cry or not. Probably not, but maybe it'd surprise me. I don't know. This was actually a productive night. Last time we ran Demon Souls, we literally did nothing but die for 3 hours straight and not make any progress. So the fact that we at least made it to the boss today made this day slightly more bearable. It was actually slightly more bearable. I actually have hope now. Oh, Jesus. No. Put myself back in the center. Oh, God. Don't know what happened there. I'm just going to jump all around your screen. I did an in-game grind only in one game, and that was Borderlands 2. It was where Borderlands 2 was good. Borderlands 3 was better, though. I liked Borderlands 3. I have no kids and I'm 23. I'm so behind in life. In America, that's not uncommon. In fact, 23 is young to have kids. 23 is when I had my first kid. Yeah, 23 is when I had my first kid. But I'm rare. Like, a lot of people, especially men in the US, a lot of them don't have children till they're like late 20s, early 30s. I shed a single manly tear and go about my day. You stone a cold heart with no emotion. In a way, I am like that. Yeah, it drives my wife crazy. I feel like this challenge is underrated in difficulty. This, dude, when I decided to do this run, I was not expecting it to be this hard. This is actually crazy difficult. I don't know. The Massacre run was tough. But this might be the hardest run I've done. I don't know. I have to think about it. Whenever you stream, it will be 3 in the morning here, but I still try to find the energy to watch your streams. Oh, thanks, dude. I hope it doesn't throw off your day, though. I might actually start streaming a little earlier soon. I'm kicking it around, doing like starting a little earlier and ending, a little earlier as well. Borderlands 3 was better. Are you on drugs? I guess. Did people not like Borderlands 3? Do you guys not like Borderlands 3? I thought it was great. You were 28 when you had your first kid? Yeah, I was 23. I'm 34. Yeah, I'm 34. 34. 3 more kids later, so I have 4 total now. Been married 11 years with the same woman. Never been divorced, never gonna happen. I really liked BL3 DLC. Those were awesome. The base game villains. Oh, yeah. Borderlands 2 is the goatest goat that ever goated of all goats. Dude, what's wrong with Borderlands 3? Now, I will admit, I've played all the Borderlands, and I've played Tiny Tina's. So it's been a long time since I played 1 and 2. Maybe I just don't remember. But I feel like Borderlands 3 was the best one. Maybe. You crazy good guess. Oh, you guessed my age? Bro, that's crazy. Yeah. Well, you got it right on. 34 is the exact number. I'm over 40 and have 3 motorcycles. So you have 3 kids, basically, is what you're telling us. Borderlands 2 had an awesome base game, but the DLC was all over the place. One of those places was the greatest DLC ever made, Tiny Tina's. I actually didn't like Tiny Tina's. I think Tiny Tina's is the worst of them all. I did not like. Oh, you're talking about the DLC. The DLC Tiny Tina's was decent, but the actual Tiny Tina's game was atrocious. I thought they did a terrible job with that. Borderlands 3 was an unoptimized mess. Maybe it's because I played it on console. Because on console, it was fine. 43 feels old, man. 34 feels old, bro. I was playing basketball today with a 16-year-old, and good God, bro. Don't move once like I once did, you know what I'm saying? The bike takes a lot of blood, sweat, and single manly tears to put much money. So yeah, yeah, exactly. And I'm sure you you have to feed it when you put gas in, and then yeah, when you're riding it, if the tires screech, it's sort of like crying. So it's a lot of similarities, I think. Tina's game was made completely remote during COVID, and it shows. I did not know that, but yeah, that makes sense. Am I the youngest in chat? You might be the youngest in chat, bro. Well, Liam, if Liam comes around, if Liam's still here, but he's probably already went to bed or whatever. Liam's like 15 or 16 or something like that. Oh yeah, my wife liked Tiny Tina's. She liked Tiny Tina's. I didn't like Tiny Tina's because of I think the way they did the weapons and stuff was a big miss. They could have done that so much better. I was super hyped for like a magic mixed with Borderlands experience. And then Tiny Tina's came out and it was just a huge letdown. Feel like you got a nice 3-ball. How did you know, bro? Actually, yeah, the majority of the points I score is from shooting. Because I don't have a lot of athleticism. So, like, I can't, like, get to the rim and just elevate. So, I have to, like, use my handles to create some space and try and hit the shot. Or else I ain't going to win. I'm out here at the stunt lot busting wheelies against 15-year-old broccoli-haired kids. You're on my level. I bow down to you, sir. 23 feels old to me. It feels like I was in high school just yesterday. Well, wait 10 years. You'll feel even older. You won't be able to tell, but I seem to be the second oldest in chat. 36? Wow. I'm not going to lie. You seem younger. No offense. You chat like a younger kid. I have a degree in facing life on my own. Hey, that's some of the best times though. Becoming independent and learning, learning life, that's what really makes you into a man. So you guys wish me luck. Huge morning back. All right, see ya, Matt. Thanks for hanging with us, dude. I really appreciate you, buddy. Weapons were trash. Crossbows, arrows, bro. I came here for guns. That and like, yeah, the magic and the crossbow and gun. But it felt like all of them were so repetitive. They didn't put near enough variety into the weapons. They could have done so many cool, unique things, and they just gave us like the same thing over and over again, and it made me so mad. It's my game too, since all my knee injuries. No more slashing. Yeah, exactly. I have like terrible ankles. I've rolled my ankles like more times than I can remember. And I've never been like a good jumper. So like I have to have a decent shot or else I'm just not going to play. Like there's just no reason to play unless I can shoot because I don't have many other tools in my bag. I'm a goofy goober who hasn't changed his profile pic since. You keep mentioning your profile pic. I need to look this up. I keep saying I need to look this up. This profile pic. What? Close the poll. No more Euro stepping for this guy. I still hit a Euro step every now and then, but it's not like a elevating type of thing. It's just try and get around the defender quick step more of a deal. Goofy goobers, your night. There are tens. Oh god, I can't sit here. All right, we got to talk about some news. All right, let's talk about some news. Let me pull this up real fast. There's actually not a lot to cover tonight. We do have a couple things to watch though. So yeah, here's tonight's news. Okay, so the financial freedom is nice though. My job pays a decent amount of money, but I do have many friends who are struggling in this phase. I was just lucky enough to figure it out by now. Hey, that's awesome, bro. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. That's awesome. Yeah, sometimes life deals you different cards, and when you get dealt good ones, don't take it for granted. SGA doesn't have much in his bag. Dude, don't even stop. Come on. SGA has such a deep bag. He could be Santa Claus, okay? He has enough room in his bag to hold toys for all the children of the world, okay? One of the deepest bags in the entire game. Possibly ever. I don't know that there's a deeper bag. I think you just said that to get me going. Did he just say that to get me going? Because if he did, it freaking worked. One of these days, I'll get some good wheelie videos and drop them in the Discord for. Yes, I need a wheelie video, bro. What are you even doing with your life? Game called Unending Dawn was supposed to be coming out. Looked good. What kind of game is that? Tried to get game dev, but I kept getting rejected. Now I'm a basic software engineer. Hey, that's not basic software engineer ain't bad though, bro. That's a good field to be in right now. Chained soul. Oh, yeah, someone called Liam. He's got. Yeah, we gotta talk about some soul chained here in a minute too. SGA is the best. Thank you. Yes, he is. His bag is deep in the foul merchant. Oh my god, guys, you're gonna get me off on a tangent. We're never gonna talk about the news. If you start talking about foul baiting, I swear to God, we'll be here for 30 more minutes. I'm gonna stick a ball. I got some sick stills of my buddies that I put. Okay, yeah, post that. Yeah, but it worked. Thanks. All right, let's talk. All right, we gotta talk about these. First, let's talk about this. We're gonna watch this trailer here in a minute. This is Crimson Oath. So tomorrow we're taking a break from Demon Souls. We're actually going to stream this. This is an indie Souls-like that just came out on Steam, and they just posted this, I guess, earlier, 2 days ago. And they have 352 reviews at an 82% score on Steam. If you've never heard of this game, like I said, we're about to watch the trailer to it here in a second. If you've never heard of this game is basically a blend of all the Soulsborne games into one game. So like a bunch of the different mechanics all put together. So deflect from Sekiro, gun parry from Bloodborne, some health mechanics like Thymesia had, Dark Souls style combat, all just everything put together. Seems pretty cool. It's an estimated 15 to 20 hour game. There's a demo on Steam. I played it several months back now. These people were actually kind enough to give me a copy of the game, so we're gonna stream it and support them. Plus, I think really is a cool indie project, and I'm hoping more people will support it because these people put in a lot of work. I think it's just a small 3-person team that made this game. So we're gonna check it out tomorrow. This is what we're gonna stream tomorrow. I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be fun. I haven't played it since the demo. Hopefully there's a little more polish on the mechanics and combat and stuff. That was my big critique for it before. But it was pretty freaking hard too. Trying to keep track of all those mechanics. Like you have the gun parry, the deflect, and then the roll and dodge and all that stuff. Doing it all at the same time is pretty crazy. So yeah, we're going to check it out. We'll watch the trailer to it here in a minute so you guys can see what I'm going to talk about. That cloak is ballin' as hell. Oh, the cut, yeah. So this game used to be called Crimson Cape, I think, and they changed it to Crimson Oath. I think that's where the cape came from. We talked about this game the other day. This is called Soul Chained. It's a co-op Souls game that blends Dark Souls with Chained together. So you're chained with 2 to 4 players. You're all chained together, and then you run through and you have to fight bosses and kill enemies, all like stuck with each other, right? So if you roll one way and your teammate rolls another, then you'll both get stuck and you'll get smashed, right? So you have to like work as a team while being chained with your partner to do everything. I think it's a cool concept. Probably frustrating as all get out, but a cool concept. The reason I'm bringing it up again is because they just announced that they're working on a single player mode as well. I don't quite, it looks like the way it works is there's going to be like some kind of thing floating around that you're chained to, just judging by this little video they showed. But yeah, so if you've been interested in it and you're looking for, but you don't have any friends, you know, or you're just a little Mr. Lonely out there, well, single player might actually be coming to the game, or is coming to the game, just a matter of time. It's not out yet. I think it comes out later this year, but that's pretty cool. When it comes out, we might actually play it and you know, team up with some of you guys if some of you guys want to jump in and try it with me. I think it'd be very frustrating and fun all at the same time. You see, Jaylen Brown got fined for, I mean, what Jaylen Brown said. I think it's dumb that they fine players for criticizing referees and stuff like that. I think that's stupid. Why not just let them say what they feel? I don't understand why they do that, but I do think that he's an idiot, though. That was a stupid comment. Like, for one, he does foul bait. He's not exempt from friggin' flopping for fouls. Everybody does it. It's not a problem of the player. It's a problem of the rules. The NBA needs to change the rules so that flopping isn't advantageous anymore. That's what needs to happen. And whining about foul calls and stuff is not a winning attitude. You gotta control what you can control. Don't sit there and whine about what everybody else is doing or how somebody else got treated differently than you did. That's a weak move, bro. Imagine facing Slave Knight Gale Chain. That would be insane, bro. Single player game in 2026. Who plays those? Miyazaki doesn't. No, he does. He just doesn't make them anymore. Get rid of flopping and bring back taunting. That's what I want to see. I want to see him slap the ground, sit in the chair, and say, "Come at me, bro," like Jordan and Kobe back in the day. All right, we got. Let's watch these trailers real fast. Oh, we also got this one. This is a game announcement from 4 days ago. It's called Reverse Collapse. We'll watch this one first. I'm not quite sure what kind of game this is, honestly. So we're gonna experience it together here. Who was foul bait, Maxi? No, he was talking about Shay. But everybody foul baits. Everybody does. Now maybe there are some people that do it more than others, but everybody does it. Nobody has, clean hands when it comes to foul baiting in the NBA. Piston Knicks throwback might happen next round, by the way. Did they win? Did the Knicks win tonight? I was watching the game before I started the stream, and it was like a tie ball game in the fourth quarter, I think. Checking. Oh yeah, we're gonna look at Unending Dawn. We'll look at. Don't let me. Yeah, we're gonna look at that one too. In fact, just so I don't forget, let's actually watch that first, because I will forget quickly if I don't. Unending Dawn. Oh, that's Dan. What am I doing? Trailer. Let's check it out. Unending Dawn. That's from 2 years ago. This one from 1 year ago looks like it might be the most recent. Right? Hold on. Let me get you guys some audio so you can hear what I can hear. There we go. All right. Unending Dawn. Let's see what you have for us. Uh-oh. We got some goonage. Is this Goon Souls? Oh, she armless. It's Anime Millennia. Alright, very, very fast pace. Very fast pace. Very fast pace. Wow. That's some quickness. Deflection, okay. I like it so far. Oh god. He was making out with her. He's the final boss of sexual assault. Wow. It's very Kazan-y. It's got Kazan vibes. Oh, he don't look too nice. Unending Dawn. Daddy approved. I like that. We're gonna play that. When does it come out? They're gonna be Knicks Thunder in the finals, but if Luka wasn't injured, they would beat this. I get the. Last time we played them with Luka, we beat them by like 40. Not a chance in ever in the history of chances. If the Spurs stay healthy, they could take down the Thunder. The Spurs are the greatest threat to the Thunder, but they may not make it past the Timberwolves. So is there? I guess there's no release date. Let's see. Is there a release window though? Oh, that's. I'm an idiot. Unending Dawn. It's not even on Steam yet, so I'm guessing that's gonna be oh, it's a PlayStation game. So we don't know when it's gonna release then. Still waiting on Hellgate London Remake 2. Are they blowing out the T-Wolves? Right? Are they really? I had a feeling they were going to come back big in this next game. But still, you lose one on the road. That's pretty bad. It could be a bad thing for him later on in the series. Are you going to play the Relic? Yeah, when the Relic comes out, I am going to play it. But it got delayed to 2027. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to wait longer to play that one. All right, let's check out this one. Reverse Collapse. This was announced 4 days ago. Not sure what kind of game it is, but we're going to find out together. By like 40? Oh my god. Is Wimby having a better game? This looks like some Arc Raiders stuff or something. Just like the way the character looks. Says it come out on the 25th or 26th. On PSN. The Relic? The Relic comes out on the 25th or 26th? Is that what you're saying? Arc Raiders Returnal is what I was thinking. Yeah, I could see that. So it looks like, is this a third-person shooter, I guess? Hey, watch out, you got a big old giant with a minigun up there, buddy. But anime? Anime Returnal Raiders. Does it really say that? We'll look up the Relic here in a minute. I could have swore it got delayed. Yeah, Wimby broke the record for single most blocks in a playoff game ever. Yeah, he did, but he also only had 9 points, and they lost. But I'd imagine he's probably scoring a lot better right now, because he's not gonna have 9 points every game. I'm having a hard time figuring out exactly what kind of game this is. I want to say it's a third-person shooter, but he's got 19. What quarter is it? $5:25 at 9 p.m. Well, are you serious? All right, we're gonna look that up. We're gonna look that. Did I dream that it got delayed? We're gonna look it up. Took him out early though, because it was already over. Oh yeah, okay, I got you. So they're about to get a W. Well, it's a series, isn't it? We'll see how they fare on the road. What is this game? Like, I'm so confused. It's put so many things together. Oh, Ant's out? Yeah, that makes sense. If Ant's out, Minnesota's got no chance. He's got to play if they're going to win this series.
Let's begin here.
Okay, some actual gameplay. Alright, so it's a third-person shooter. Looks like a co-op shooter. It looks like. So many things just happened. That's a 2028 game? God, that's out there. Man, 2 years from now. So frustrating how prevalent injuries are in the NBA, and 80% of the battle is just staying healthy. That's true, bro. And all the stuff they do to try and keep players from getting injured is not working. Players are getting injured more now than I feel like they did 5 years ago. Well, next time, lead with this. Unending Dawn. Yeah, that one. So this one is probably not one I would stream or anything, but it did look interesting. It was just like all over the place. Like, there's an anime third-person shooter. I don't know. I can't even really express what it is. Anyway, it's interesting though. Interesting. I'm glad we watched it. All right, so this is Crimson Oath. We're gonna watch the trailer to it. This is what we're streaming tomorrow. New indie Souls-like out now on Steam. Demo available as well. I highly recommend you at least check the demo out. It is free, of course. Souls-like. There's the deflection. Deflectify. Oh, the big boss. Kill animation. Deflect. Gun parry. Pa-pow. Bloodborne. Bloodborne 2 is out, guys. Sneak attack. Counter. Suffer. Bro, that's true. This game was pretty tough. Build. Yeah, I did have a unique way of like building your character out. Story. Had some pretty good voice acting for a indie game too. Long may the sun shine. Defeat. Oh, that dude was hard. I don't think I beat him. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. So yeah, we're gonna check that out tomorrow. Crimson Oath. I hope you guys come to chill. Be a cool little indie game stream, I think. Popovich got old. He would turn Wimby into a better Duncan. But even then, Wimby's still great. Popovich is awesome, but he might be not good for Wimby because Wimby's skill set is so diverse. I think having a more modern thinking coach that lets him like utilize all the facets of his game might actually be better for him. Game looks cool. I'll check it out. Yeah, go check. This one's awesome. Check it out. Like I said, at least try the demo. It's free on Steam. All right, the relic. We gotta look up the relic. The relic. There should be release date announcement. All right, let's see if the release date. Let's see what the trailer says here. If it does release this month, we are gonna play it, but I think it got delayed. I could swear it got delayed.
A voice once shaped by love has fallen into a whisper.
You already bought Crimson Oath just now? Nice. Hey, there we go. I got him one sale at least.
Song twisted into a force that stirred the darkness.
I'm excited to try it tomorrow. I think it's gonna be cool. If its name starts with Crimson, it's already good. I agree. This game looks really good too. You see what I mean about the Sekiro parry though? The deflect changed Souls-likes, I'm telling you. Sekiro doesn't get enough credit.
A new fate opens its door.
May 26th. That is the release date, but I could have swore. Okay, let's look it up this way. The Relic, the First Guardian. You just type in delay. Was I high or something? Has been delayed from its original May 26, 2026 release date to summer 2026. The team needs additional time. So it says the game is now scheduled for a summer release. So it doesn't say it's delayed to 2026 or 2027, but it does say it was delayed. So hold on. Does it not show that on the PlayStation Store? Let's look. That's weird. If so, like, why would it not show? Is Crimson Oath a Sekiro-like? It's Sekiro-like, but Souls-like too. Like it has all the Soulsborns put together. PSN store says 26th. All right, let's look. Let's look it up right now. The Relic. Maybe they didn't change it. The Relic, the First Guardian. It does still say that, but you can't buy it right now. I think they just haven't changed it. Because I remember, I mean, according to Google, it has been delayed till summer. I think they just haven't changed it yet. So, I don't know. I would be nice if it came out on the 26th. But I don't think it is. Yeah, this summer, I think. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a while before it comes out. Unfortunately, that's what I'm looking forward to. Anyway, I appreciate you guys chilling with me. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for super chatting. Thanks for becoming members. All of you guys are all awesome. Watching, chatting, lurking, all that stuff. Really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with some indie mania, some friggin' craziness, in all the Soulsborns put together into one. Gonna check out Crimson Oath tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. I hope you jump in and chill with me. Thanks to all the members. Appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting what I do. You guys are the best. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.